Hey, I'm Marshall. I'm the creator of the CELR-12, and in this video, I'm going to tell you its story.
A few years ago, I was seeing more and more aged food on menus and in stores. I'm talking about charcuterie, dry-aged steak, and fermentations. I loved eating these things, but didn't know a thing about how they were made. I started diving deeper into what it takes to actually make this type of food, and what I found was surprising. Most of this stuff was so simple that the food itself pretty much had a mind of its own, and didn't require hardly any input from the cook, just patience. What they do require is 4 conditions: temperature, humidity, airflow, and a dedicated space. This meant that if I was going to make any of this stuff, I'd need a specialized tool to do it. At the time, I was fresh out of college, broke and living in a tiny space. I had 2 options to get my hands on the tool I'd need. I could buy a purpose-built machine, but it would be expensive and bulky. Or I could rig something myself, but it would be just as bulky and might not work all that great. My gramps had an old fridge sitting in his barn, so I went with the second option. It would provide a dedicated space, but I'd have to figure the other 3 pieces out. This was the light bulb moment for the CELR-12. I realized that I had an insulated box and was adding machines to create the conditions I'd need inside. Most people have an insulated box in the form of a cooler. So what if the machinery could be packaged in a standalone unit to work with that cooler? The problem was, this had never been done before, so I had to start from scratch. Month after month I prototyped, taking the things that I liked and trashing the things that didn't work. A few years later, the CELR-12 was born, designed with every feature you need and none you don't. The end product was storable, affordable, and more versatile than I'd ever expected. Today, each and every CELR-12 is assembled by hand, thoroughly tested, and personally supported right here in the USA. We've done the hard work so you can make better, more interesting food than ever before.